Please describe your job title and primary duties.
At Spencer's, it was a sales associate, and then you went around the store and like restocked the merchandise, refolded t-shirts when they got messed up, and then you were also a cashier when you were assigned there. And you just kind of walked the floor, made sure that everything looked okay, wasn't a complete mess.
What was the work environment like?
Fun. Because it was Spencer's, and so it's got all kinds of like gag gifts and stuff. You always got like the fun crowd in there. It wasn't a bunch of like uptight kind of people. So you met a lot of interesting people there, like your customers and stuff.
What was your favorite part about working there?
Probably the coworkers and the atmosphere. Like all of it just kind of put together was like you knew that the people were working there because they wanted to have a fun time, and so therefore it was all enjoyable.
Please describe the application and interview process.
For the application, it was an online application. You just went to their careers and it sent you to a different page. And there was this portal thing that you applied through. And then when they called me back, they called me for an interview. I went in and interview took about maybe 15 to 20 minutes. It was pretty easy. They just kind of went over my application, and then they asked me a couple like other questions, like what would you do in this kind of circumstance? What would you do in this kind of circumstance, kind of thing. And then I left, and they called me back a couple hours later that I got the job. So,
what questions did the interviewer ask during the job interview?
They asked me questions like, one of the ones I know for sure was if you're getting a difficult customer where they want to do like a return plus an exchange, like return a certain item and then exchange for something else for a different item. How would you go about that? Would you be able to handle it yourself, or would you have to call management? And it was one of those things where it was like you need to try to figure it out yourself and only call a manager if like you really are having a hard time with the customer themselves, because you should have the knowledge to do it by yourself.
What set you apart from other candidates?
I don't know. I guess I was just kind of like, I wasn't really shy about it. That was kind of a thing I was trying to get over. So I wasn't really shy when I was in the interview. And I guess just because I was like myself, I wasn't trying to like impress them. I guess that kind of set me apart.
What other advice would you give to a job seeker looking to gain employment?
You're going to get some crazy questions from customers, but you should expect that just because of the kind of store it is. But it should be a lot of fun. So if you're looking for somewhere fun to work, I guess that's a place you could go.